Kojak.
Welcome to Batters Up with Kojak. And now your host, Kojak.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. A great night for baseball ahead on the show. It's the Baltimore Orioles and the Detroit Tigers. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Mookie Betts riding a power surge coming into this one, Chris. He's homered in 4 straight games.
He is managing to find pitches that he can barrel up and do damage with, and really that's the key for him. As long as he can get the bat to it, because he's so strong, there's a good chance that it leaves the ballpark.
So almost ready to get underway. Today's starting pitcher, Shohei Ohtani, singing he's managed to rack up a lot of innings on the mound this season.
And Boog, this guy's getting close to 200 innings on the year. You know, there's some milestones that pitchers go after. One of them 20 wins. But another one that we don't talk about a whole lot is that 200 inning threshold. To be able to surpass that says that, hey, they prepared themselves for the season. They were able to stay healthy, and they were able to pitch effectively enough to stay in ball games long enough to reach that number. Pretty impressive on what he's done, and it's not over yet. Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
Righty to the plate. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. 1 away.
First punch out of the game for Ohtani, and we all know Shohei brings a lot of talent to the field on both sides of the ball, but that splitter is perhaps his biggest weapon on the mound. It's nasty when it's right. He gets a lot of swings and misses with that pitch.
And the batter now, Jordan Westburg. Swings through that one for strike 1. Ohtani, the former rookie of the year, he throws a slurve, a 4-seamer, a cutter, a splitter, and he works in a sinker. This one popped up, foul ground first base side. Reaches over the wall, and he's got it. Time now to take a look at the Orioles lineup put together by manager Brandon Hyde. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
Right side, and he grabs it foul. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Goes down looking.
Kojak.
1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. And now the Tigers get their first opportunity. No score. You're dialed into the show. And we're back. And towing the slab in this one, Grayson Rodriguez.
The right fielder.
Well, Boog, a lot of pitchers come into spring training with one goal, and that's to make 30 starts or more on the season. Well, here he is, reaching that milestone. Just impressive. He's been able to take care of himself, put himself in a position as well that he can be effective, pitch deeper in the ball games to help his team win.
Let's take a check of the Tigers lineup. This is a ball club that can really slug. Lots of homers, lots of extra base hits. And Chris, that of course a huge part of success in the standings for this group.
Well, if you're going to be successful in today's game, you've got to be able to hit the ball over the fence. Just defensively, very hard to find the holes. And when you're talking about pitchers, coming out of the bullpen, throwing 95 and above, very difficult. It's hard to string together 2, 3, 4 hits to score those runs. So definitely critical to hit those homers, get the extra base knocks, and that's exactly what they've been doing.
Power is such a big part of the success that we see with the good teams in the league right now, and even in the postseason. Aaron Judge now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. And Judge spoils that one. Two outs. Judge rips that one. Mullins makes the play, and that is that. Tigers are shut down there, scoreless after one. And welcome back to the ballpark. Second inning set to go. Now here's the Orioles DH, Jake Burger. And that's off the inside edge. 1-0. All right, Singer, you know I'm a dork. Shohei Ohtani. Go back to May 5th, 2022 at Fenway Park. He tossed a complete game through 99 pitches. Get this, 81 strikes. It was the most strikes thrown with less than 100 pitches in a game since they started tracking pitch. Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Get out of town. That's one way to quiet the crowd. His 28th home run of the season, and they grab the lead. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. So many times a sinker inside is a foul ball off the ankle for the batter. But that time he did a really nice job of staying inside the pitch and getting through it.
0-2 now. Swings and misses. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Ramon Urias digs in now. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And they'll do it again. Struck him out swinging. Had him way out front of the slurve. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. That's in there. 0-1. 2 outs, base is empty. Next offering is in for a strike.
No ball, he doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to
swing and a miss, and he got him. And that's the third out. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's back here in Detroit. We head to the bottom of the second. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Yandy Diaz. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. That one ripped back there. And it's off the wall. Around first, heading for 2. Relay throw to second. Not in time. He's safe.
I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Here's Austin Riley. Homered last night, added another hit as well. And a foul ball. Man at second. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. that, they're out front. It's 2-1. That's his third straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boo. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often.
And that ties the single-season home run record. His next long ball will put him all alone on top of the list.
The excitement's been building for weeks, Boog, and now he's matched one of the most iconic records in professional sports. Every single at-bat from here on out is going to be an event as he tries to take the record for himself.
Mookie to hit, coming off a 3-homer game last night. So we'll see how he follows that one up. And there's a foul ball.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. A gigantic blast. His 63rd home run of the season. It's 3-1. And that's his 5th straight game leaving the yard.
And Boog, if he goes a game or two without hitting a home run, he's going to feel like he's going to get sent down to the minor leagues. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. That one is absolutely belted. Mullins moving back for it, and out of here. His 4th home run of the season, and they boost their lead. It's 4-1.
Man, he looks like his dad out there hitting home runs. Back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. Pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches around. But I tell you what, if this was basketball, that opposing team would call a timeout to try to slow down this offense.
Here's J.D. Martinez. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Late on that fastball.
0-1.
The pitch. Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. He muscles that one out the opposite way. His 2nd homer of this series, and they add a run. It's 5-1. 2 pitches, 2 swings, that one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way.
Singy, he was the first player taken in what has turned out to be a talented draft class.
Well, Boog, 2019 delivered a youth movement for Major League Baseball. Adley, Bobby Witt Jr., Corbin Carroll, and the list goes on. It's extra special when you're the top pick in a class with so much talent.
And a base hit into right. And that turns the lineup over.
Everything came together for him. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and dipped into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Here's Jose Ramirez. Grounded out his first time. That one fouled off. The pitch. Swing and a high fly ball down the left field line, but hooking foul. First and second, no outs here in the second game of the series. Finds its way through, base hit. Coming home. Now a long throw home. But it's offline. It's 6-1.
Picks himself up an RBI. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Great. Dean Kremer takes over on the mound.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Aaron Judge at the plate. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. They must be going crazy in the dugout. Home run number 70 on the year. It's 9-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen. You know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Yandy Diaz now. And first offering is fouled off. The wind of the pitch. Base knock center field. Could be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. You can drive a ball like that. More often than not, you're picking up a knock.
And next to hit for Detroit, Austin Riley. On the verge of history, his next home run will break the single-season Major League record. In the air on the infield. O'Hearn right there to make the grab.
Now
and there's one down.
Second baseman.
There's Mookie Betts now. He's already homered in this game. Ripped on a line to center. Mullins pulls it in on the run.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up he'll find a hole.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's already homered here in this one. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That ball's carrying. And it hits the fence. Runner from second scores as they add on. It's 10-1.
Comes through with the RBI. So close to blasting that one out of here the other way, but well, it's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing, though. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the opposite field.
Man at second here with 2 away. And here is J.D. Martinez. Up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Here's Adley Rutschman. There's a swing and a drive. Mullins reaching back towards the wall. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. They add on as the run scores all the way from first, and it's 12-1. He's in there. Gets handed the rock out of the pen. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. And a base hit knocks in a run.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. 1 for 2. He swings and fouls one off. The 0-1. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Mullins moving under this one. And the inning is over. So it's a baker's dozen. 13 runs across in the inning. We head on down to the top of the third. Tigers lead this one 13-1. Back at Comerica Park. New inning getting started. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Jackson Holliday. That one's in there. That's strike one. Holliday in his second season in the 8th spot in today's lineup. A former first-round pick in 2022. Squeezes it, and there's one down.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Samuel Basallo, the next to hit, takes ball one. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count even 1-1. One down, base is empty. Swings and misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
On the ground to first. And he picks it up in foul territory. And down on strikes. Now 2 out.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
On the ground right side, and it's through for a hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Now that
just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you enough.
Westberg at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. And a swing and a miss.
0-2.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7. Bottom of the inning. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate.
The center fielder, Aaron.
We all know Yankee Stadium is a great place for Judge to hit home runs. In fact, his coaches joke and say he can sneeze one out to right. Well, the scary part is it might be true.
Santander racing after it. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. Swung on, belted. That's back there. Saying goodbye to that one. Another homer. His 71st home run of the season. And they tack one on the board. It's 14-1.
He's swinging a red-hot bat. This isn't the first home run we've seen him hit these last few games, and it probably won't be the last. When you're lacking velocity, it's so critical that you move the ball around, change speeds, even try to trick the hitter at times. But when you give up a home run right there, manager doesn't have a lot of patience because the velocity is not there to overcome and get the swing and miss.
Now here is Yandy Diaz. And that one hammered way back there. And in one hops the wall. It's a double. Third hit of the night for him.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make a pay.
So man aboard. And up next for Detroit, Austin Riley. Late on that fastball.
0-1.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. Around third. He will score, and they extend their lead. Safely into second. He's got a double. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
And now it's Mookie Betts. Ripped on a line. Mullins makes the catch. Runner tags at second. In there safely.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
And next up for the Tigers, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That one hammered center field. That's back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Runner tagging and heading for home. He's in on the sacrifice fly. And the lead continues to grow. 2 outs, base is empty. JD Martinez stands in. That one laced to center and a base hit. And that extends the inning. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Man at first, Adley Rutschman up now for the Tigers. Foul ball. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Mullins ranging back. Just shy of the wall. So they get 3 runs on 4 hits. One was the solo homer. On to inning number 4. The Tigers lead it 16-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Start of the 4th. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Anthony Santander. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Orioles just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
And here it comes. The other way, and he beats the shift. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Here's your 1. Foul ball there.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Wow, he got away with a mistake right there.
The 0-2. Rolled to short, could be 2. Off balance speed, there's 1. And 2. In time to first for the double play.
Got what he was looking for on the mound right there, and his infielders took care of business. Pretty textbook execution between short and second to turn that into 2 outs.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Austin Hayes in there at the knees for a strike. Strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
The Tigers up big in this one. Top half of inning number 4. Back to right. Acuna on the run. Fair ball. So 2 down. Ramon Urias, the next to hit for the Orioles. To third, Riley. And that is that. And we're back. John Shambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the
Acuna Jr.
bottom of the 4th, Ronald Acuna Jr. as he turns on the rubber and with that good live arm delivers. And first offering is fouled off. That one ripped. Mullins moving back for it. And that ball is gone. That one felt good. His 72nd home run of the season. It's 17-1. So the streak stays alive. His 4th straight game with a home run.
Boog, that's like a cycle of home runs, and I know how much you love the cycle. He's absolutely punishing mistakes right now he can't miss. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there, patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Orioles, Tyler Wells.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
And out number 1 on the grab.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. Well struck right field and caught on the warning track.
Well, that one ended up a lot closer to home run than I thought off the bat. Clearly didn't get it all. But with that wind blowing out to right, almost pushed it over the wall.
And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. And a foul ball. Oh, 0-2 now. This one popped up right side. O'Hearn pulls that one down, and that ends the inning. Solo shot for Detroit this inning. On to the top of the 5th we go. You're watching Tigers baseball on the show Great Lakes. Back here in Detroit, we go to the top of the 5th and into the box for Baltimore. Ryan O'Hearn. Top of the zone for a called strike.
You know, these Orioles, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Left-hand hitter waits. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Swing and a miss. 0-2. As he was out front that time. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
2 outs. That's in there. 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Line drive. Nice grab.
Make a great catch like that. It's all about timing the jump. His timing was perfect. Excellent grab, and he comes down with it. The inning is over.
Back at Comerica Park, leading off, Austin Riley.
And you can feel the intensity in the ballpark. Everyone wondering if this will be the at-bat that sees him break the record.
Wells back to work. And that one fouled off. Wells, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a cutter, a changeup, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. Swing, and this ball is clobbered. No doubt about it. There it goes. Gone. A single-season home run record.
What a moment. You know he's feeling it on the inside. This is an achievement that will define his career. Something that's bigger than even the sport itself.
No doubt about it. No matter where he goes from here, he'll always be remembered for this amazing season and this moment. And we've been anticipating this for weeks, but it doesn't make it any less special. A remarkable accomplishment in what has been a remarkable season for him. A moment that will live on in baseball history for a long time.
Absolutely no question about it. This is something we are very lucky to be able to witness.
Here's Mookie now, 1 for 3. Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. A massive home run. His 64th home run of the season. It's 19-1. That one just sounded different.
Yeah, it might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
Now move, cause I'm about to go. I'm running over you, I promise, so look down below. Hold up, yeah, I'm back.
if you hit the ball that far, you know we're going to check the numbers. Let's go back to the nerd herd and StatCast. That was impressive.
Yeah, wow. I mean, they don't hit them much farther than that, Boo. Everything's got to come together to hit a ball like that, and he really showed us something right there.
And now Vladimir Guerrero Jr. This one smoked on its way out of here. That was blasted to the moon. His second home run of the game, and they add a run. It's 20-1. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. Want to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
They turn things over to the southpaw, Cionel Perez.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
And a foul ball.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time. Adley Rutschman, the next to hit, known for his rocket arm behind the plate.
This kid picked up in a trade. A lot was offered and given to get him, but he's got a real high ceiling.
This one in the air. Wesper puts it away for the out. And there are two down. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. On the ground to third. Dives and he can't hang on. No throw, and they catch a break as they get a base runner at first. Two outs, runner at first. Jose Ramirez up now for the Tigers. The switch hitter batting right.
Ramirez hit his 200th career home run last season here in Cleveland, Boo. In fact, he hit home runs number 199 and 200 in the same game. The opponent in that one, the Boston Red Sox, just like today.
And a foul ball. The pitch. And that's a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. Two on now with two away.
He was all over that one. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center field.
It's Aaron Judge now. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. It has the distance, gone. And he's gone yard again. Make that 4 homers in the inning. And they throw 3 on the board. It's 23-1. Singy, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he is really seeing the ball well in this one. On quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this game. He's just not missing right now. 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well. Miguel Diaz on the pitch here. Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team, and there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
And no one can get there. Now he'll turn for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
Austin Riley up now for the Tigers. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Swings through the fastball up in the zone. Lifted in the air, right center field. Mullins sizing this one up. Makes the catch, and that's the inning. So in the end, 10 come to the plate, 6 of them come around to score. 5 innings complete. Detroit is out in front, 23-1. Top 6. Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. And the pitch. Strike one.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Kicks and fires. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And, you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
Throws to first in time. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Anthony Santander at the plate. He was late there, strike one. Santander measures 6 feet 2 inches, 230 pounds. And he was born in Venezuela.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap. Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 6, 7, 8, 2 in the bottom of the 6th. The Tigers are out front, 23-1. Bottom of the 6th. Now it's Mookie Betts.
Well, you always have to be careful in these spots because Mookie is lethal in the leadoff spot. He has the most multi-home run games out of the leadoff spot in baseball history.
Swing and a foul straight back. Turns and fires to Betts. And there's a foul ball. Oh, 2 now. And that one ripped to left. That's a hit. And the leadoff man aboard. And next to hit for Detroit, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dip.
This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone. A gigantic blast. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they add a couple more. It's 25-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
J.D. Martinez at the plate. That one is hammered right field. That's back there. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. And he's got a double, his 4th hit.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
Adley Rutschman up now for the Tigers. Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. He'll touch them all. It's their 2nd home run of the inning, and they add to their lead. It's 27-1. That was blasted.
Absolutely. No doubt off the bat. Swing on that one, and everything was on time. Took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
New pitcher on now, Dylan Tate.
Don't expect to see a whole lot of swings and misses, but he's going to compete out there on the mound.
And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. And first offering is fouled off. Slice down the right side. Righty delivers. Crushed to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. They go back to back. His 73rd home run of the season, and they add to the lead. It's 28-1.
There was a sinker up in the zone. It looked like it came out of the pitcher's hand a little bit too early. Doesn't have the velocity that good four-seam fastball does, and at the plate, he didn't miss it.
Now it's the shortstop, Jose Ramirez. And first offering is fouled off. Nobody on, nobody out. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Fought off foul. The wide to kick the pitch. This one lifted in the air, left field. Hayes makes the catch for the out. One away.
A little drop and drive on that swing. Backside collapsing just a little bit, trying to put the ball in the air.
Here is Aaron Judge. And a chance to make some history here, Chris.
Yeah, he's homered 3 times so far, and now he gets another chance, at least we think. We'll see if the pitcher gives him anything to hit. It's so rare to see a 3-homer performance, but even more special for that player to get another chance at the plate to do it again for 4.
In the air, right field, pretty well struck, and that one hops the wall. Man at first with 1 gone, and next will be the Tiger cleanup hitter, Yandy Diaz. That one pushed foul.
Kojak.
And the right-hander deals. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one's back. It bangs off the wall. Here comes the Judge around third. The relay to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores. And they extend their lead.
It's a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
And up next for Detroit, Austin Riley. And first offering is fouled off. Man at second. Clobbered to right field. Way back. Gone.
Level, you got to be good. Sometimes you got to be a little lucky. That was a pretty nasty pitch. Sinker on the outside corner, but he did a great job of covering it, and he hit the ball out of the park.
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Ryan Baker.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Here's Mookie now, and it's fouled away. That one deep left field and forget it.
An excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
So one out, nobody on. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. will hit next. 4 out of 4 with a double, and he's homered 3 times. That one ripped right center field. It's got a chance. And that is gone.
This is awesome. I mean, a 4-homer game. They're just so rare. They're so special and just so tough to pull off as well. Everything has to line up for you, but of course, you got to make it happen too. And these are the types of performances that people just don't forget, and it's definitely going to live on in history.
JD Martinez stands in. Swinging a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Drifts towards it. Snags it for the second out. And next up for the Tigers, Adley Rutschman. Looking to complete the cycle with a double. Ground ball right side. O'Hearn takes it himself. That one ends the onslaught and the inning. But they break this game wide open with a 10-run inning. We go to the top of the 7th. Here's the designated hitter for the Orioles, Jake Berger. Fastball for a strike. That's through there for a strike. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
If you can set up a good 2-strike splitter with the fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
Hayes stands in now and watches strike one. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Had him way out front of the slurve. 2 outs, base is empty. Ramon Urias, the next to hit for the Orioles. Late on that fastball.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Right through there for a strike.
All right, there's number 8, 1 away.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. It's an immaculate inning.
Well, he's saying who needs the defense? An immaculate inning, 3 strikeouts, 9 pitches. We just witnessed something really special.
Coming on for the Orioles, Danny Coulomb.
Definitely. Guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
As the lefty gets to work, here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it.
To the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one, and you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Jose Ramirez up now for the Tigers. That one ripped. That's back. And it's caught just in front of the wall. Here comes Aaron Judge. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
One out, base is empty. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Out number 2. Yandy Diaz up now for the Tigers.
Kojak.
He swings and fouls one off. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Jump so high all around the place, up to the sky. Make me stand, make me stand, make me feel all right.
Now on the bump, Yennier Cano.
And he's had 3 days off since he pitched last, so expect him to be totally rested. I'm sure he's itching for this opportunity right now.
Next to hit, Austin Riley. Two down, nobody on. Rips that one center field. Tracks it down for the out. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. 8th inning coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Freddie Peralta.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
The pitch. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. Riley makes the play. 1 down. So digging in, Jackson Holliday. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Right through there for a strike.
0-2 is the count.
On the ground to third. A sliding stop. Gathers and throws. And they get the out.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
2 outs, base is empty. And here's the catcher, Samuel Basallo. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. And a big swing and a miss.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone.
Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Mookie Betts will get us started. And the pitch. And first offering is fouled off. Left field, way back there. And it hits the fence.
Another hit. I mean, these types of performances at the plate don't come around too often. This is pretty special. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And here is lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone.
This is an all-time performance right here. 5 home runs in a single game. Are you kidding me? This is something we're never going to forget. A performance that clearly will go down in history as one of the best ever. And I'm just in awe of what we've seen. And he's getting a standing O from me right now.
No question about this one. It's out of here. 180-foot home run looks like? Well, there you go.
Just absolutely amazing, Bird. I mean, StatCast tells the whole story right there clearly, but just so impressive in real time, but even more so when you got the data to back it up. A guy knows he crushed it, but when he sees the numbers, it's like, yeah, that's exactly what it felt like.
And now it's going to be Adley Rutschman. This one smoked on its way out of here.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for, crushes it, and hits it out of the ballpark.
Here's Acuna now. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Pop foul out of play off to the right. The Tigers up big in this one. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. This to center field. Mullins settles under it. And there's one away. And the batter will be the shortstop, Jose Ramirez. Line drive, caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. You hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Rookie season, I was undrafted. Second year, to believe it after like year 3. Back at it.
Judge now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him, gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at bat?
Here comes a pitch. Foul ball there. 4 runs already in the frame here in the second game of the series. In the air, right field. Santander drifts towards it. Brings it in, and that is that.
I remember as a child, music made me smile. Some people called it rhythm and soul. I could never get enough of this kind of stuff, cause I think they call it rock and roll. But I say roll. Come on everybody, cause we're down with the rock and roll.
And we're back. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. That's in there. Peralta in his 6th season, 27 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. And the righty deals. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment move, get back on track. His team needs him.
Judge getting an angle on it. He's got it, and there's 2 away. So they're down to their final out. Now it's the right fielder, Anthony Santander. There's a strike at the knees. Big swing and a miss.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
This could end it. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. And that'll do The Tigers slug their way to a win in this one.
Well, with this win, this team becomes the best team, at least by record standpoint, in the history of Major League Baseball. I'd say it's the most dominant team that I've ever seen.
Well, this one ends in a blowout. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shampi saying so long.
The following has been a Kojak 313 gaming production. Distributed by Recom, a division of the Reese Design Group.
Recom.
Kojak.